It's Puck Time 2019, our first show of the year. Excited to have Dave Cokin with us, a legend in this industry and rolling in hockey, and the kid Andrew McInnis. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you had a great New Year's. You know, I was flying back from Mexico. I landed around 9, did make it to a little get-together, but didn't go hard. Dave, you're so old, you probably took a pee and celebrated. And Andrew, you live in Halifax, so my guess is you did nothing.
Actually, we around here got voted best partiers in Canada, so more than where you live, Prez. So I'll keep that between me, though. I'll keep that around here. But
okay, I've been to Halifax.
One day I'll get you here.
Halifax couldn't carry Montreal's dirty, stained underwear to a party. Montreal is not only the best party place in Canada, it's likely in the top 10 best party places on the planet.
I meant for my age demographic.
Yeah, I'm talking about your age demographic, genius. There's 5 people in Halifax.
Okay, so when I go to Toronto to see you, you're taking me partying then, eh?
No, I'm old. Dave, explain. Explain what happens. Your balls start to hang low and you don't want to leave the house.
I don't want to hear about that.
I still love to leave the house, but no nightclubs anymore. It's strictly restaurants. Give me a steak.
Yeah, I'm with you, Dave.
Nightclubs.
I go to Vegas, I don't even party. Anyway, guys, it's Puck Time. I love having both of you on. We're going to take apart the board today from top to bottom. Tomorrow we'll have Andrew and Alex with us for the show. I do want to give out a promo to you all, guys. I'm absolutely rolling in hockey. Look, I'm not rolling like Carmine is. The guy's 21-2 in his last 23 hockey plays, which is completely ridiculous and absurd. But I'm over 60% in the last year and a half, and I've got a hockey play up tonight. You can get it for only $5 at WagerTalk.com. Just use the promo code Prez NHL5. It's my first hockey play in a week. I love it. Dave, you're absolutely on fire in hockey. I mean, again, we're both being overshadowed by Carmine, but you're killing it, right?
Yeah, it's been real good. I've got one play up tonight. It's not for sale individually. It's for all access players, and that's why we tell you to get an all-access package, because you save money, you get more plays, and you win more money.
And Andrew McInnis, how's your hockey going? You can find you at sportsmemo.com.
Yeah, it's going really good, Prez. This is actually the first time that I've been told anyone's ever sold packages for World Hockey, so the World Junior Hockey. I believe there's 4 games today. I've got a 4% play going in the evening game tonight, so you can find that at sportsmemo.com, of course. And yeah, it's the elimination round now. So you win or go home, and 4% play at sportsmemo.com.
And if you guys haven't watched the World Juniors every year, the hockey is outstanding. And especially the final game. Usually Canada's in it. They don't win it all the time because some of their best juniors are actually in the NHL. But it is really great hockey. It's fast, it's vicious, and these guys take it seriously. I mean, they want to win. This is a big deal tournament. Boys, let's get to it. I'm going to go back and forth. There's only 6 games on the card. If you want to add, if I ask Dave about the Calgary game, and Andrew, you want to add something, feel free. So let's start with Calgary on the road playing a terrible Detroit Red Wings team. The Wings are plus 155. The over and under is pretty much the same number as it is everywhere. It's 6, the new 5.5. Look, Calgary won last game 8-5 against San Jose. They won on the road against Winnipeg 4-1. They're 3-1 in their last 4 road games, and all against good teams. Andrew, we'll go to you. I can't
One thing to note, by the way, real quick, though, is that Riddick is banged up tonight. Of course, Mike Smith is out, so get a little goaltending issue in Calgary tonight.
Yeah, no, and I agree. And, I'm struggling with this game, guys. I'm like, Detroit's on a 5-game losing streak, and of 9 of their last 10 they've lost. With that said, I can't take 170, 180 on that Calgary team, moving across time zones, etc., etc. If I'm going to do anything, I'm going to play over the total. McInnis, what do you think?
Yeah, the thing is, Prez, I see where you could come from with the over. In my opinion, I look at this and I see that Detroit's on a pretty massive losing streak right now. And Calgary's been in so many games where they've had to come back. They've been trailing. They're one of the highest scoring teams in the third period. So with that being said, there's arguments for both sides with totals, but I feel like I'd lean to the under in this one because, with Detroit, the way they're struggling right now, the only way they can win realistically, in my opinion, is to play lockdown defense and absolutely shut a team down. And as far as Calgary goes, when it comes down to those serious games in playoff time, they're not going to be able to come back from being down 4-1 every game. They're going to have to be able to win those games that are controlled, defensive-style games and really play positional hockey. So with that being said, I can get a plus 100 for the under 6. I can see your side, Prez, with the over, but I think if the Wings have any shot, they got to play some great defensive hockey. Like Dave said, banged up goaltender. I think Calgary has to learn how to play defensive hockey as well. So I'll go under 6 in this one.
He's Andrew McInnis. I'm the Prez. Let's go to Dave Cokin for the next game on the board. Dave, let's talk about this Vancouver-Ottawa game. Ottawa's 15-21 on the year. Vancouver is finally 500. Another road favorite here and an over and under of 6.5, which is fair given that Ottawa can't play defense and can score. But I'm not interested in any over 6.5 in the Vancouver game. I lean on Ottawa here, Dave.
I would look at Vancouver. I like the energy in this team. They've got the young superstars. Pettersson's just an amazing talent as a rookie. And the thing I like here is the Canucks are off a pretty bad game. They did not play well at all against the Devils, which I'm glad about because I had the Devils in that game. I thought it was a dead spot for Vancouver, coming off 2 good road wins against Canadian rivals. I think they get back into the mode of beating one of their Canadian rivals tonight. And basically, Ottawa's got some good young talent. There's no question about that. I think their rebuild is in good shape because they've got themselves a nucleus of young players that are going to be stars down the road. But right now, they're a team that when they face a team coming in on a mission, they generally can't beat them. They're just not good enough. And I think the Canucks coming off that Devils game where they did not play well at all, I think they're coming to play tonight. I would look at Vancouver here.
He's Dave Cokin. I'm the Prez. Yeah, I mean, look, Ottawa's lost their last 5 in a row, but in the same regard, Calgary's this is their 4th game on the road, and these teams tend to get tired. I agree with you that we're going to get a better game from Vancouver, especially after losing 4-0 to New Jersey, but Vancouver is not scoring a ton of points here. They're going to need to lock down a fairly prolific offense right now. I'm not betting this game, but our thoughts and opinions are against each other. Andrew, the New York Rangers plus 130 against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's turned their season around completely. I mean, not 3 weeks ago, we were worried about this Penguins team. Now they're 21-12 on the season. They're on the road. Another very small road favorite. Tonight seems to be the night of the road favorites. The over and under is 6. Hopefully we agree here, but I like the under in this game.
I'm happy you said that. I think I agree. And I think it's funny too, Prez, because if you look at the start of the season, like you said, Pittsburgh was really underachieving. They were losing to teams that they should not be losing to whatsoever. On the other side of things, New York was winning a lot of games when they were massive plus money. I mean, plus 150, 60, 70, way up there. And it starts with Lundqvist. When Lundqvist is hot, they're hot. When their depth scoring is rolling, they look good as well. But when it comes down to it, guys, Christmas is over. We're into the new year. The teams that mean business really start to show you they mean business. So I think that Pittsburgh has to come out here and show their dominance, show they have the better players, show they have the better line depth. And I think their defense has to step things up as well. So
that's what's so interesting, Andrew. They've won their last 6 games in a row. And they've won it from a defense. I mean, Minnesota, they let Minnesota score 2. St. Louis 1. Detroit 2. Carolina 0. Minnesota 1. Washington 1. A team hasn't put up 3 goals against them in 6 games. They're playing lockdown, shutout defense right now. And they're playing a team that struggles to score to begin with.
Absolutely.
So I'm with you 100% on the under in this game.
And Prez, I remember like about 2 months ago, I was in Ottawa and I saw Ottawa absolutely slap the Pittsburgh Penguins. I thought there might have been a goaltender controversy, between DeSmith and Murray and who was the main guy. So we got to give lots of credit to DeSmith right now. He's playing excellent in goal. And, we don't really know what Murray stands for right now. Can he play a complete season? Can he play a full season of hockey? We don't know, but lots of credit to DeSmith. I think he holds it down tonight, and I agree with you on the under.
Dave, Dallas, a real confusing team for me. They're 20-16 on the year. They play to the over every time I bet them on the under. They play to the under almost 100% of the time I bet them on the over. I can't figure this team out at all. They're minus 172 hosting a underachieving New Jersey Devils team. Although we saw a great game from the Devils a few nights ago against Vancouver. If I were to bet this game, and I'm not, I would probably lean on New Jersey at plus 1.5 in this game, but the money is a little bit too big. What do you see in this game?
Not much. Dallas, since the verbal spanking from the CEO, has played better. I know they lost in overtime to Montreal the other night, but actually played a good game. That was a really good game, by the way, if you watched it. The two teams were flying up and down the ice. So the Stars seem to have a little more urgency right now. But one thing to remember in New Jersey is they've called up this rookie goaltender.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, he has been on fire. It's kind of like for those who are new to hockey, if you want to equate it to something, it's like rookie starting pitchers in baseball, where the other team doesn't have a book. The hitters don't have a book on them. And the first couple of times around the league, the pitchers can have a lot of success. It might be that the NHL skaters right now don't have a real book on this kid for the Devils, and he is stopping everything in sight.
Well, Dave,
Great point.
It makes it tough to lay a price against a team that might be able to hang around and take this to the third period even. So,
well, that's why
like Jersey, because they're just terrible on the road. But I would not go against them in this spot.
No, and that's why I like New Jersey plus the 1.5. I mean, their goalie hasn't led in a goal in 6 periods in a row. And they did win their last road game 5-2 against Boston.
Yeah.
So, I lean on the under, but I would prefer taking New Jersey at plus the 1.5. Underachieving team to say the least. Guys, remember, I've got an NHL play up at WagerTalk.com. You can have it for only $5. Head over to WagerTalk. Use the promo code Prez NHL5. That's Prez NHL5. I just got a text from, my Peter Lick is coming today. Dave, you got to go to Caesars or Venetian and check out the Peter Lick gallery. Oh, my God. Wow.
That sounds vulgar.
No, he's the best. It's the best art in the world. Andrew, let's talk about Arizona, Edmonton. Arizona minus 117. They're 17-20 on the year, which for me is impressive given that they're Arizona. Edmonton's turning their season around. They're 18-18. They're playing different hockey under Hitch. They're in the hunt to make the playoffs. The problem is they suck right now. They've lost 6 games in a row.
Well, wait a minute. I'll jump in for a second. They're doing what teams do after they get a new coach. They get hot for a while, and then they regress to the norm. And I watched the last Edmonton game, and they look like the old Oilers, giving away the puck in their own zone with sloppy defensive play.
We kind of lost Dave there.
Yeah, I mean, Here, Dave, he didn't catch you there.
It's okay. Go ahead, Andrew.
No, I was going to say, Press, you know what? This team really bothers me. They flat out bother me. First of all, I mean, Dave just mentioned that they're a team that got hot after a new coach was hired. All of a sudden, they just came in to be a new team again where they're slumping, they're sloppy in their own end. It's almost embarrassing. It's hard to watch for me because there's so much talent on this team.
Yeah.
Taking a look at the lineup right now, we've got, Draisaitl, McDavid, and Cassian on the top line. That just makes me laugh right there, seeing Zach Cassian on the top line. But look, Jesse Puljujarvi is a guy on the second line who's been in and out of the lineup, a guy that I've really liked. I've watched him in exhibition, watched him in preseason, first couple of weeks of the season. He looked great. He's getting a shot with the team once more. Nugent Hopkins is finally coming to life again. We've got guys like Ty Ratty on the fourth line. This team means business. They just made some trades. They just picked up some stuff. The general manager is certainly making a statement saying, hey, look, it's time for us to stop being mediocre and start making a difference again and being a serious team. So, Prez, you said they were slumping. They were good with Hitch for a little while. I think this game goes over. I think the offense just absolutely sparks tonight. We're seeing a 5.5. We touch on it all the time. 6 is the new normal. Arizona, look, guys, their goals average for the whole season wouldn't speak to this. But in their past 10 games, they've been scoring. And they've been involved in a lot of high-scoring games as well. So whether it's them getting scored on or whether it's them scoring the goals themselves, I like the over in this one.
He's Andrew McInnis. You can find him at sportsmemo.com. And, of course, the legend Dave Cokin. And he's going to finish the show talking about the San Jose Sharks. 21-13 on the season. Playing Colorado, a team to me that's somewhat like Dallas, where I just can't get them right. San Jose has won 2 of their last 3 games. 5-8 lost to Calgary, though. But look, that Calgary team is unbelievable.
I mean, that team at home is ridiculously explosive at home.
And Colorado... The interesting thing to me about Colorado is this team should be playing to the over. They're on a 5-game losing streak. They've scored 2-2, 1-4, and 1. I don't get it.
They don't have any balance on offense.
It's a one-man show.
They've got the McKinnon line, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, they should
5
be
straight unders at home as well.
Yeah, Grubauer is going to have to play again tonight because Varley's dinged up. San Jose was, you would think they were a bit embarrassed on New Year's Eve at Calgary. They could not stop anything in that game. Goodrow and that line were going wild the whole game. They did put up 5 of their own, though. So the offense was looking pretty good. They just couldn't stop anything. You would think they'll tighten it up tonight at Colorado. And, the Avalanche have lost, 5 in a row? Not exactly in good form right now.
And guys, those losses weren't anybody too special either. I mean, LA, Chicago twice, Vegas, and Arizona. I know you were saying it's low scoring, Prez, but those aren't really impressive teams to lose to. Losers of 5 straight games, 9 of their last 11 are losses for them. That's not really something you want to be proud of. But for me, it's more important to really mention that this San Jose team, guys, in my eyes anyway, I'd classify them to be an over team for the first few months of the season. But I thought with Vlasic, Braun, Carlson, Burns, those guys, and the fact that they had some big guys like Thornton, Pavelski, Couture, I thought they'd be an under team. I honestly thought they'd be an under team, a lower scoring team. And, with this day and age in the NHL, you got to score. First team to 4 wins, I guess. But I think that this team has to realize, even though it was Calgary can score like anybody else. They've got the young guys that can light the lamp, but they got to realize they got to play in some lower scoring games as well. So coming to this one, I'll go under the total. Colorado, I mentioned it. I mean, I know they've been playing in lower scoring games, guys, but my philosophy is if a team's on a massive losing streak, they really just have to buckle down. They're going to win a 2-1, 3-1 style game. You're not going to snap a losing streak by winning a 7-5 game. That's just the way I feel.
Unless you're the Leafs, baby.
Unless you're the Leafs.
I just want to say one thing about San Jose, and then we're going to call it a show. And keep this in mind, listeners, if you're doing your own handicapping moving forward, what Andrew is saying, is 100% correct. The thing, though, is you have to match the team against who they're playing. Right. So when you're looking at betting totals or, sides like most of you guys bet, San Jose is a really good hockey team. They're 20, they've won way more than they've lost. What you have to take into account, though, is they're in a division where they are constantly playing slow teams. The Kings are slow. Anaheim is slow. When San Jose plays speed, the Leafs, the Knights, they can't keep up. And that's a huge factor because no matter how good this team is or looks, when they get to the playoffs and they get matched up against a fast-moving team, they're done. This team might be the second behind the Kings. They might be the second slowest skating team in hockey. And that's what we saw with Calgary. They can't play teams like Calgary. No. Calgary, Toronto, and the Knights are going to eat this team alive.
Yeah,
anyway.
I don't disagree with that at all. No, they're a plotting team. They're a smart team. They got a lot of quality veterans, but speed is not their forte.
And guys, I think that also equates to the fact that the physicality level of hockey has gone down.
Yes.
The enforcer level has gone down because teams like Anaheim and teams like San Jose used to be able to make up for that speed with the physicality and that kind of role, but that's kind of gone from the game now.
He's Andrew. I'm the Prez. We got Dave, and that's a show, boys. Make sure to check back tomorrow. We got Andrew McInnis and Alex B. Smith. We'll look at the NHL games. Remember, I'm on a play tonight. Not only am I on a play tonight in NHL, but one of these boys gave out my play, so they're in agreement with me. Head over to WagerTalk.com. It's only $5. Prez NHL 5. And if you want a week of Dave or a week of Andrew for $39, a week of hockey, just use the promo code PuckTime at either SportsMemo or WagerTalk.com. Dave, thanks for joining me on Morning Joe and the Pro. Thanks for joining me on PuckTime. Andrew, thank God you shaved. Oh, my God. Like, I couldn't even deal with that. Oh, my God. Next,
and Dave, I'll let him think I did it for him, too. I'll make Prez think I did it for him.
I know you didn't do it for me, dude, but thank God you did it. Next, we've got to work on your hair. I'm out. Later, boys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.